I've got a bunch of things written down, as I always do. Let's start off with something that I've seen a lot of people freaking out about, but frankly, I don't know how exactly to feel. Google just changed its G logo. I assume, yeah, from what everyone said, yeah, this is just the G logo, but it seems really weird they wouldn't do a rebrand like this across the rest of their application suite as well. So my assumption is they are probably, like, testing this out on a single one. If people don't hate it, then they roll out the rest. The way that I've seen this described is it's kind of like you take both logos and then you put a match under them and you just watch this one on the right melt. That's kind of what it is. I've also seen a lot of people like really happy about the fact they are using blur in a logo. Is this some design trend I'm not aware of? Logo blur. Gaussian blur in logo. I'm not finding anything obvious here. So is this like a really, really new trend, maybe? Okay, wait. I'm seeing someone talk about a logo from a couple of months ago on Reddit. I don't know why everyone is like making a big deal about the fact that it's using, like, specifically a blur. Like, it's one thing when Google changes their logo, but it's specifically being a blur. I don't understand, like, the freak out about that. What I will say is, okay, do I think it is better? That's the real question here. I feel like someone got paid a shitload of money to make it. Like, when Google or any other big company makes a logo change, just understand how many meetings had to happen to decide on doing this. This probably cost, at a minimum, just like in meetings alone, I would say 10 hours of meetings across at least 8 different people. And that's just the meetings. That's not taking the time, like, into consideration all of the different things that could have been adjusted. Like, how much blur do we want? Do we want the red to bleed down further? It looks like they might have, like, moved the center point of the Okay, they've definitely made the yellow bleed out a lot more into the red and the green than, like, because the end point of the yellow is here. The end point of the yellow is more like here. So, like, just understand how many people and how many layers of management this had to go through. I don't know what this is generally going to mean for the way that Google designs things. Because here's the thing, right? A lot of modern design trends basically follow whatever companies like Google are doing. People don't have the ability to think for themselves. The reason why, like, skeuomorphism is bad is because Google doesn't like it. Like, all of these design trends, basically, Google is at the forefront of, and other companies like Apple as well. And if they don't like it, it's bad. So is this going to lead to some sort of new, maybe, design trend where we're moving away from the sort of, like, flat material design? Because that's sort of what this is, right? Like, the hard colors onto hard colors. Are we moving away from that? Are we moving more back towards something more akin to XP? Not, like, exactly that sort of design, but a lot more colorful, a lot more playful. Probably not. I'm probably way overthinking this, like every single other person talking about this, because there's nothing, there's frankly nothing happening this time of the year, so everyone is just grabbing onto every little possible thing. Oh, yeah, like this, back when they changed their logo to a sans serif typeface 10 years ago, and everyone freaked out about this as well. They're like, oh my god, they changed the font. One thing I will say is, even though they are the same size, from what I can tell... Actually, wait, hold up. Are these... Actually, am I tripping? No. Okay. The logo on the right is definitely bigger. I was gonna say, there's no way that it like looks that. Okay, I don't know if the actual like official logo is a different size or they've just changed the size for this, but they are definitely slightly different sizes. The new logo is slightly bigger. I thought for some reason, like this is what I was thinking, right? For some reason, the gradient made things feel more open. And I guess in a sense it kind of does, but like not as much as I thought it did. There's something about not having those like hard borders of colors that does make it feel like, I guess the idea is kind of like bringing you in, if that makes sense. Like it feels like it's sort of like trying to drag you into the Google ecosystem, and you'll never escape from the void that is Google. I do think this is probably an upgrade over what they were doing. It's going to obviously take time to get used to this, and I'm curious to see if they roll it out for the rest of their suite. It would seem so weird if just one of their logos was a new design, and they're like, yeah, you know what, just leave everything else as is. I wonder if there's some like dumb like corporate-y explanation for the reason why they did so. Google new logo reason. Let's see. Google's evolving brand identity in a multi-device AI-driven world. What does that mean? Fucking nothing. Absolutely fucking nothing. That's not an explanation from Google. That's just someone like applying reason to it. I will say Google is really smart by not heavily talking about the logo, just dropping it, because you get fucking idiots like me and everybody else in the tech industry who's like, why did Google change their logo? What's the meaning behind this? Is this going to affect everything else? And like, they don't need to do any marketing whatsoever. Everybody just innately now knows that Google has a new logo. This is like such a brilliant way to do it, right? Like, this is the other thing. This also went through multiple board meetings. Like, how do we announce we had the new logo? Do we send out press kits? Do we just silently drop it? Do we write a blog post? How do we best get out the new logo and make sure people are aware of the wasted hours we've done on this stupid bullshit? Oh, man. I will say, whoever out there was involved in this and got paid for it, great fucking grift. You did fantastic fucking job. You made so much money from something that doesn't matter. Same thing with like every other logo design, like when Kia became the Cayenne car, or like the Jaguar rebrand. That was such a bad rebrand. Like the fact they even let that one through is insane. Whoever is involved in those design teams, fucking good job. You got so much money out of the stupidest thing.